Hello and welcome to Malt, and Fiction. It's time for another beer review, and today's beer is a seasonal release from one of my favourite local breweries, Aegir Project, and it's a wee heavy. This style of beer, known as a wee heavy, goes by a couple of other names as well, sometimes known as a 90 Shilling Ale or a Scotch Ale, and it's quite a rich malty beer. Just looking at this label here, it says if IPAs are for hopheads, then the 90 Shilling is for maltheads. Its rich maltiness makes for a highly addictive brew. This is a 6.5% ABV beer, which is on the lower end for wee heavies. They can go a bit stronger than that, up to like 10%. And as you might have guessed from the name, the style originates from Scotland. Now, I've wanted to review this beer for a very long time. In fact, I originally intended to review it in episode 1 of Malt, and Fiction. But unfortunately, by the time I got around to filming episode 1 last year, the beer had already disappeared from the shelves, so I've been patiently waiting for it to come out again. So let's go ahead and pour this beer into a glass. I must say this is one of my personal favourite beer labels around. I really like this artwork of the man in the little rowing boat in this enormous storm. So this beer pours dark amber colour with a fairly small off-white head. Nice rich colour. Certainly a very malty nose. Caramel, sort of molasses sugar. Quite fruity as well, like a sort of dried fruit or dark stone fruit. Biscuity malt aroma. Maybe like a slight spiciness as well. Right, it smells great. Let's have a taste. It's a good sweet malty flavour. Getting that biscuitiness coming through. Bit of the fruit as well. Obviously that sugary caramel flavour. It's like slightly desserty flavour. And then in the finish, it's a little bit of bitterness, a bit of a dryness there as well. So it doesn't leave you with that sort of sweet aftertaste in your mouth. And in terms of the mouthfeel, it's quite, it's very smooth, not a high carbonation at all. And sort of medium to medium full sort of body, and really goes down nice and smooth. It's certainly a good wintry beer, but it doesn't have like a strong alcohol warmth or anything like that. The alcohol is there, but it's not hugely noticeable in the flavour. And certainly recently in Cape Town it's been cold and damp, dare I say it, a little bit Scottish, and this beer certainly goes down really well in this weather. I've always really liked beers that are rich and malty, like the Urbach that I reviewed a few weeks ago, and this certainly is one of my favourite malty beers that's out there. Certainly look forward to this seasonal release from Aegir Project, as I really enjoyed it in the past, and certainly very exciting to be able to drink this again this year. So as for a book to enjoy with this beer, I recently read the new James Bond novel by Anthony Horowitz, and it's called Forever and a Day. Now this book is a prequel to Casino Royale, which was the very first book in the James Bond series, and it sort of tells the story of how James Bond became a 00 agent and one of his first missions. So many people will be familiar with the Daniel Craig version of that story, which takes place at the beginning of the movie Casino Royale, and this is a sort of literary version of it, set in the early 1950s, just before the James Bond book series starts. And I thought this was a really well written book. This is the second James Bond novel that Anthony Horowitz has written, and of the 30 odd James Bond novels that have been written since Ian Fleming's death, I think this is definitely one of the strongest ones. And if you are into James Bond at all, I highly recommend that you check out this book, and I definitely highly recommend that you get your hands on some Aegir Project Wee Heavy, either from the brewery or from 1 or 2 bottle stores in Cape Town that do stock their beers. Aegir Project also recently announced that they're opening a new ale house in Constantia, which is going to be very exciting to go and check out when that's open. So this beer I'm going to rate it 4 out of 5. It's a really, really fantastic seasonal beer that I highly recommend, especially while the winter months are here in Cape Town and while it's available. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like, share and subscribe. Come follow me on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. And join me for another beer review soon. This was a wee heavy from the Aegir Project. And until next time, cheers.